YouTube creators just got an email about a terms of service change, and the part of that change that is causing the most concern is the clause that lays out the rules for suspension and termination. It is quite possible that under the new terms of service, PewDiePie's channel could be in trouble along with a lot of other creators. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know right now on IO. Welcome back to InformOverload. We do the news and we make it entertaining. I'm Charlotte Jobre, and on this channel we like to keep you up to date with what's happening on YouTube and how it affects creators. Hit that sub button and notification bell for spicy news updates, and follow the IO team on Instagram. Alright guys, I'm gonna tell you about a tip off that I got from Josh Pescatore, correspondent of Drama Alert. YouTube has updated the European terms of service, and in the outline it says under termination, our terms now include more details about when we might need to terminate our agreement with bad actors. We provide a greater commitment to give notice when we take such action, and what you can do to appeal if you think we've got it wrong. We've also added instructions for you if you decide you no longer want to use the service. So if you go to the updated terms of service, there's a clause in it now that allows YouTube to terminate accounts if they reasonably believe there has been conduct that creates liability or harm to any user, other third party, YouTube, or affiliates. Last time I checked, the UK is still in Europe and PewDiePie still lives in the UK. Now, I'm not going to lay out my opinion on what I think about PewDiePie and whether or not I think he's caused harm to other people. I'll let you make that decision for yourself. Here's a screenshot of the old terms of service that lays out the ground rules for suspending and terminating accounts. It says YouTube may at any time terminate its legal agreement if you have breached any provision of the terms, or have acted in a manner that clearly shows you do not intend to, or are unable to comply with the provision of the terms. Or YouTube is required to do so by law. For example, when the provision of the service to you is or becomes unlawful, YouTube may terminate its legal agreement with you if YouTube is transitioning to no longer providing the service to users in the country in which you are a resident or from which you use the service. Or the provision of the service to you by YouTube is, in YouTube's opinion, no longer commercially viable. So, the new terminations and suspensions by YouTube for cause clause goes like this. That was really hard to say. YouTube may suspend or terminate your access, your Google account, or your Google account's access to all or part of the service if you A. materially or repeatedly breach this agreement, B. we are required to do so to comply with legal requirement or court order, or C. we reasonably believe there has been conduct that creates liability or harm to any user, other third party, YouTube, or affiliates. This very clearly sounds like it could be directed toward people like Steven Crowder, whose channel targeted an LGBTQ reporter, Carlos Maza, with racist and homophobic insults. I agree that there are many creators on this platform who do cause a lot of harm to other people. Yes, there's such a thing as freedom of speech, but freedom of speech laws are not absolute. Limitations to freedom of speech relate to libel, slander, obscenity, pornography, sedition, incitement, fighting words, classified information, copyright violation, trade secrets, food labeling, non-disclosure agreements, the right to privacy, the right to be forgotten, public security, and perjury. So in that sense, you really can't say whatever you want without repercussions. It seems like this update to the European terms of service allows YouTube to choose whether or not a creator creates liability or harm to any user, other third party, YouTube, or affiliates. That quote, reasonably believe, is pretty subjective. And this is why I think this could get PewDiePie into trouble. There are a lot of people who reasonably believe that PewDiePie's remarks are racist in nature. And that all depends on who you're talking to. PewDiePie has said many times that he's not a racist, he's a comedian that operates on a large scale. Lots of people found PewDiePie's diss tracks funny, but they also emboldened a lot of racists. And T-Series got PewDiePie's diss tracks banned in India because the court found that they were racist and derogatory in nature toward Indian people. Every time we post a video about PewDiePie or T-Series, there's a lot of people in the comments section who believe wholeheartedly that PewDiePie is a racist. But the ban in India wasn't just some random offended fan. This was the Delhi High Court, and if the Delhi High Court found PewDiePie's videos to be racist, then reasonably, so could YouTube. The new terms of service take effect on July 22nd, 2019. What do you guys think? Is PewDiePie safe, or do you think this new change to the EU terms of service could mean the end of PewDiePie? Let me know down there in the comments. For now, it's that time again. Comment time! Snazzybox said, I'm a fairly new subscriber, but this channel is already one of my favorites. 90% of that is because of the great hosts. I can tell I like you already. Jacob Traconis said, Charlotte Dobre Potato Queen, why don't you ever notice me? Shout me out if you will. Oh, I'm sorry, did you say something? I didn't see you there, didn't notice you. Melody Online said, what happened to we do the news and we make it entertaining and we spill the tea? It's good to switch up the intro every now and again, don't you think? Keeps people on their toes. It's like, oh, she's saying something new. James Christian Jr. said, I am a very new subscriber and watcher to this channel and I really enjoy the stories and I love how she gives her own opinions. Ha! See, he likes it when I give my opinion. Extra Crispy said, kids of our generation don't know that the world doesn't care about their feelings. Wait, they don't? Alright, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. If you want to keep watching, check out this playlist. And obviously, you should leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I will see you in a future IO video.